I asked if you guys had any questions for me on my Facebook page. I am going to answer some of your questions right now. Let's do this. Libertarianism is a political philosophy that has to do with the role of government. The guideline is the non-aggression principle, aka don't hurt other people and stop forcing them to do stuff. There are many different types of libertarians out there, but in general, generally speaking, we want government out of people's personal lives, out of people's finances, and we advocate for a much less aggressive foreign policy. Growing up, I considered myself to be a conservative. I had no idea what a libertarian was. I was a big supporter of George W. Bush, what we're talking about when I was 12, 13 years old. But during George W. Bush's second term, I started to have doubts, especially about the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. I didn't know where I really belonged. When I was 15 years old, I was on an online forum. Okay, it's embarrassing, but it was Buddy Pick, and I ran into this funny sounding word, libertarian. So I googled it, and the definition said people that want maximum freedom, and it was just mind-blowing. I said, whoa, that's me. And of course, I've done more research since then, and when I was 18, I discovered this man named Ron Paul through a Facebook forum, and I guess the rest is history. Government shouldn't define marriage. If you don't know, the Free State Project is where a bunch of liberty-minded people are moving to New Hampshire. I was there for Liberty Forum last year. It's cool. I mean, how can I deny that proposal? I just hope you like cats.
Because I have 23 of them. They are my children.
You will make such a great father to Mr. Snooky Pooks.
You can never leave me.
Okay, that was a little weird. Next question. I'll answer that question like this. My goal is to reduce the state's interference in people's lives as much as possible and as quickly as possible. I have no issue supporting principal candidates that share that same goal, like Ron Paul. There are many different strategies to advance liberty, and that's a great thing. Education is super important. People should just advance liberty however the heck they want to. I look at Bitcoin like this. Whoa! Some have requested I do a video on Bitcoin, but I always want to be real with you guys. I don't fully understand Bitcoin. I find it very interesting, but I'm still forming an opinion. I don't want to sit here in front of the camera and pretend, hey, I know a lot about Bitcoin, let me tell you what Bitcoin is, when I clearly don't. Libertarians believe in property rights. People tend to take better care of things they personally own because they're personally invested into it, which helps the environment. Now, if you look at land that is commonly owned or really owned by the government, people are more likely to trash it because, hey, it's not really theirs. People can boycott or refuse to buy products from corporations who are known to be big polluters. People can sue others who pollute on their land. There are a lot of different options. Maybe I should do a longer video on this. In my opinion, I think vaccines have done more good than harm. Now, I understand there are some type of side effects, but personally, I wouldn't want to risk my kids having a life-threatening illness that could have been easily prevented. Now, things like the flu shot, I've never gotten one of those and probably never will. But I'll do my research on vaccines once I have kids. But I am very uncomfortable with the government forcing people to get vaccinated, so no, I do not support coerced vaccinations. Ayn Rand was a harsh lady, let me tell you. But she was a very influential person, and the reason many people were introduced to libertarian ideas for the first time through her book Atlas Shrugged. I was not introduced by her. I found out about her after I became a libertarian. I actually like her nonfiction better than her fiction, but I definitely still respect her work.